Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. Okay, so let me see if I got everything straight here. Silas has been looking for these rings that have been owned by prominent figures because he is curious why he has one such ring, and his investigation has just led him to discover that he is the son of the infamous Cowardly King. And the proof is in this letter that I acquired for him that was hidden in the tomb of the legendary heroine Duinlan. I'm not entirely sure why the letter was down there, but apparently that's the letter written by his dad. I kind of want to ask about some other things. Yeah, I'm about your early years. I'm curious. What is it you want to know? Oh boy. We're getting a lot of questions during these. Well, let's start with the obvious. Confirm my theory. Hi Maddie. You're trying to avoid spoilers, huh? Well, we are in the middle of quite the, expedition dump right now, so, be careful what you hear. Because, oh boy, they're spoilers. Okay, so I want to confirm if the Lutka represents the mouse shaft, or the mouse shaft Rezia. Myomas carved by her late husband. That's what I thought. Although, that's news to me. Widowed, huh? Do you stay in touch with still with your Oma? No. No. She's been gone some years now. Wait. So, Rezia is not your adoptive mom? I just couldn't yet bring myself to blacken her Lutka. As a reminder, Lutkas represent family, and when a family member dies, they get, charcoaled up. So as a pup, you didn't know you were a rat? I was a bit slow back then. I could be insulting. What do you mean back then? You were just a pup. I was already a good head taller than the other pups, and stronger too. Well, what is it they say? Rat pups grow fast, and mice pups grow quick. So that's why you can speak Meridian? It's my native tongue. It's been a while since I've read these. You know, I should, like, totally make note of all the footnotes I've actually read. I'll go ahead and do that. Look through my dictionary. Write them down at some point. Though, as a reminder, Meridian, the language of the mice. Meridian originated in the mouselands of Meridia. You know, I kind of wonder if at any point during this adventure we've actually been speaking Meridian. Like, is it similar to English? The rats here also have been speaking it. So that brings into question, have we been speaking the mouse language or the rat language this whole time? Or maybe we're bilingual and we're just reading a translation of everything said. Anyway, annexed following the War of the Green Flame, and now under the rule of the Red Paw. The Mouselands are annexed and under the rule. While not outlawed, it is rare to hear Meridian spoken in public, for all trade is conducted and official pronouncements made in the common tongue. Alright, we're speaking in the common tongue then. Still, the language survives in the songs of wandering minstrels, and is still spoken freely in the remote villages of what was once northern Meridia. In recent years, the language has seen a resurgence among young micefolk. For them, the use of Meridian is political, a small act of resistance against the ever-present forces of the Red Paw, and the gradual erosion of their culture. How did you come to join the Rat Guard? On the day I became a buck, I received conscription papers from the Red Paw. I won't lie, the first few months weren't easy. My accent didn't help. Accent? I don't hear it. I worked hard to lose it. It doesn't pay to stand out around here. I think I understand well enough. Alright. I wonder, about your birth parents. What is it? Do you remember anything of your birth mother? Just vague impressions. And a lullaby she used to sing to me. Your mother's lullaby. May I hear it? If I'm about to learn a lullaby, suddenly I feel like this is a song I should have sung to Fatale. Not that it matters, that quest is about over, which reminds me, I need to ask her about that. About her, why she has trouble sleeping. I have not much of a voice, but... This game has a lot of emphasis on music, and I like that. And it's not like a prominent feature, but it's just there enough that it doesn't feel absent. Also, there was like an icon that appeared right before... In fact... Oh, I'm leveling up! Okay, after all this is over, I'm gonna level up. It's very beautiful. Like Mother, by all accounts. How did you come to be in your Ouma's care? My mother had come to the village one night, unannounced and in a panic. She begged Ouma to take me in. Oh, that's right. Ouma. Mice share responsibility for raising their young with other members of their village. Ouma literally means second mother in the mouse folk's tongue. Good to have that reminder. I would have been no more than a few weeks old. It was the last time Ouma saw her. What became of your birth mother? Who can say? I don't even know her full name. Your mother, who was she to your Uma? Uma had been my mother's nursemaid years before. She told me mother was a doe of great piety. Phone call now? Seriously? Hello? Okay. Alright. Well, right now I'm busy working and stuff. Bye-bye. My 80-something-year-old grandma wanted to tell me she just finished doing laundry and sitting out on the porch enjoying the weather. Hey there, Rikus. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so what is piety? The quality of being religious or reverent. A belief or point of view that is accepted with unthinking conventional reverence. Well, it's one of those anyway. Think I understand well enough. Alright. Okibus's piety? Whatever, we're not gonna see that word again. Anyway, I'm hesitant to ask about your father, the king. Seems like a pretty sore subject, considering, Silas got wasted over it. Okay, I lost track. Did I already choose this option? Yep. Alright, let's move on now. Silas, Mira wasn't aboard the ship. She'd given up her place to another. You might have said something about it in the commissary. No, not really. I decided it was more important to help you out. Do you know the name of the doe who took Mira's place? Pharaoh. Mira gave her place to a doe named Pharaoh. And did you get her family name? No, but she had a son named Tamlin. Does that help? No, it's not enough. I can't send out a scap without the full name. Else Eva's going to start asking questions. Just as a reminder, regional headquarters of the Rat Empire. Gotcha. Gonna write that name down for future reference. What about the ship the doe was meant to be on? Do you know its name? Yes, it was something like the rat skeleton, I think? Rat skeleton? Ha! Sounds like a ghost ship. Let's see. Rat skeleton. Rat skeleton. The Vath skeleton? Tila, will you fetch my logbook? It's on the table downstairs. Here, I already have it. You stole my logbook? I thought you might need it. Come on, give it to me. Alright, let's see. The signal rat opens the log and runs a claw down the page. Here, part of a general news dispatch received on the 13th. Has the 13th passed already? The prison transport arrived here on the 12th. Tilo. The Wrath Skellen was reported lost in the Cloak of Periclave. Lost? Perhaps you misunderstood the message. Listen. On the 12th day, the Wrath Skellen, crewed by 9, laden with sundries and carrying 27 prisoners, was reported late by the harbor master at Orandus. The vessel was last seen by the boatswain of the Emerald Hind. Oh, one of the 5 ports. Orandus to the northeast is a mere mooring post by comparison to Skarn, apparently. So, one of the smaller ports. So the Rathskellen was supposed to be the one that Mara was moved to, if I am understanding and remembering correctly. Off course and heading into the Cloak of Periclave. And so is pronounced lost. Tilo, I know you don't want to hear it, but Mira is gone. I'm sorry, but she's still alive. I'm sure of it. Maybe she took over the ship, knowing her. Even if she were alive, there's no way for us to trace Mira now. You may as well ask a Macpie. Alright, I think this is new information. Among Macpies, knowledge is a commodity and a currency, prized above all else. Each fragment of information gathered is carefully evaluated for its relative worth. Rumors, tall tales, even fiction, all have some value. Indeed, rumors can be most valuable of all, rough fragments of knowledge that can be polished up and passed on at a higher price. Even single words can have a value given context. Some Macpies mine raw information to sell on, while others will break up individual sentences into more valuable parts and pass them on. This is really information. Interesting how information is traded and valued like this. Break up individual sentences into more valuable parts and pass them on means Macpies are known in the trade as liars. The knowledge of Macpies is prized greatly, as they are considered to be the custodians of absolute truth. Indeed, such value is placed upon their counsel that only heads of state and nobility can afford it. Well, as it so happens, I think I know where to find one. A Macpie? You're going to get yourself killed. Besides, Macpies will only speak with noble creatures and kings. Hint, hint. Magpies and mice. Following the War of the Green Flame, noble mice were stripped of their titles, and mouse lands were confiscated. Mice have no king nor wealth, and so it is that no Magpie has spoken to a mouse in generations. To them, anything less is a meal. Then I shall become a king. Here then. Silas hands you a scarlet tunic finished with gold piping and fine breadwork. So, this is definitely a costume required for a quest. A gift from my father. It's incredible! Where did you find this? In the bundle you brought back from the tomb. I hope you make a worthier king than he ever was. That would be clothing. King's beaded tunic. The beadwork of the tunic is beautiful, befitting of a true king. Let's try it on for the moment. And also head somewhere where we can see. Of course, I already have most of the costume except for the crown, but I'll assemble it once we actually have it complete. Keep suggesting probably can't change in front of him, it would be rude. Nope, I can. Dark in here. Maybe I'm allowed to get in and out of disguise around him because I'm not trying to disguise myself around him. Whereas, for example, Gusto and Fatale, one of my quests involve getting in disguise to get back the eyepiece. Speaking of doing quests, it occurs to me that I've been kind of, unfocused with doing quests. Partly because of the passage of time. It's like, oh, it's too dark to continue this quest. Alright, what quests am I able to do while it is dark? So, today I intend to focus on some quests that I'm in the middle of. So, we'll save the current story quest for later. Keep us wondering, what about the plague rat? I'm not sure about him. Maybe I needed to disguise myself as a soldier in order to talk to him the first time. Alright, let me look through these. Costume, which is this one right here. I wonder where I would find the crown. As a costume. Discover why Fatale can't sleep. It is still nighttime. The starry sky is bright tonight. Must be a full moon. Yep. Alright. Let's go ahead and ask Fatale why she cannot sleep. And also save. Because, my gosh, that was a lot of exposition. Kiba says this has moon cycles. I wonder if that will be important. Honestly, it's the first time I've actually paid attention to the moon, so I can't say for certain whether there's moon cycles or not, but it certainly seems that way. Considering how much brighter it is tonight compared to most nights. I mean, look how well lit this place is right now. But it could just be because the moon's directly overhead. If I think of it, I'll have to see what the moon looks like on future nights. Hoi! What do you want? Still can't sleep? I've tried. Do you want to tell me what it is that's keeping you awake? The first time you came to our cell, I stole the black Lucca from your pouch. Oh, so it was you. Well, gosh dang, that's been missing for that long? Like, you did what? The figurine of your son. I mean, I didn't know what it was when I first took it. Once you had left, I looked, and it was too late. I was afraid you'd realize I'd taken it. You should have just told me. What was his name? His name was Bryn. Kinda thinking of it, I'm not 100% certain because it's been a bit since I first met them, but didn't Fatale mention knowing that Tilo had a son? And it's like, how do you know that? But she didn't tell me? I might be thinking of someone else, so... But yeah, his name was Bryn. It's a good, honest name. That's why Mira chose it. Here. I'm so sorry. Fatale hands you the black Lutka. Tomorrow, if Gusto's in a good mood, we'll teach you something new. Well, there is one more skill you haven't taught me. I was wondering why I wasn't receiving that for the, thievery quests. Now, I think now I can... The mouse drifts off to sleep, her sentence left unfinished. Good to have that back. Okay, that is that quest complete. What else? 5 smugglers, I haven't really done that yet. Masking the Master is part of that quest. Flowers for Mira, still got a few roses to find. Missing guards, from what I read, this is continued whenever I go down and meet that Magpie we met. Heroes all. Tend the graves of the fallen. Case of Ringtail. Oh, but that's also, something I can't do right now. Alright, well, let's stay focused then. Let's bring it to morning and learn that last skill. Remind me to never become a soldier. So what level am I at now? Level 7? It's kind of nice having this much health. And kind of funny considering I'm at a point where I don't really need it right now. I know I don't need to get out of my disguise every time I meet them. They know it's me, but they're a little friendlier whenever I'm not dressed like the enemy. Look who it is. Will you teach me one of your skills? Alright. So, what do you want to learn? The last one. The long drop. Like I told you, we can teach you how to recover quickly from a hard landing after a high fall. Please, show me how. The two mice demonstrate how to safely land. Alright then, that's it for now. I shall go. Farewell. Interesting, by the way, how that's technically not a quest. So you better not forget to do that. Okay, let's see if the commander is down in the wharf now. We can finish the ringtail mission. As a reminder, the commander has a case of ringtail, which is a disease that typically results in wrasse and mites losing their tails. It kinda sucks. We have acquired an antidote from Faustus, and considering what Faustus has done to my ears, I am hoping for similarly entertaining results. Sometime I'm gonna have to hop on YouTube and listen to the game's soundtrack. Oop, not there. Kiba says, I'm still waiting for a bunch of rats to get their tails stuck together, and then they get called Rat King? I don't get it. The commander is not here yet. I wonder what time the commander gets here. I don't know that there's anything else that I want to do while I'm down here. Kiba says that's exactly what a rat king is. A bunch of rats stuck together by their tails. Sounds like it would be an interesting problem to have. I wonder where I would find a crown. Interesting that I have to go hunting for it. Kind of like I had to hunt for the suit of armor. Speaking of which, the reason I'm not in disguise is because I want to see what happens if I try talking to the king while out of disguise. But I have no idea what time the king actually comes down here. And there is no bed for me to sleep in. Oh wait, yes there is. It's a little bit, it's a little further up. Alright. I'm gonna stand in the corner until 9 o'clock, and if the commander's not back yet, then I'll go up to the bed up above. And am I sure he's not back? Nobody's actually mentioned what time the commander is available down here. Not right now, though. Alright, there's a bed upstairs. I was seeing if I could read that paper. It's not an interactive, though. Anything new with you? Oh, I didn't steal your handkerchief. Anything new with you? Prisoner on the loose, keep an eye out. I will. Nasty beggar. Anything to report? Nothing so far. Cool. Did I leave anything in here? Nope, it's empty. As an aside, that is a good save point to have. Although, maybe I won't save on that one specifically. Just to make sure, there wasn't anything I forgot up here, was there? Nope. That eventually leads to back to the catacombs, and of course I don't want to go there. We'll say 3 o'clock. Keep is wondering if I ever play shooters. Not typically? The grittiness of them doesn't tend to tends not to really appeal to me too much. Although there is one first-person shooter that I really enjoyed. Time Splitters. Probably because it has a little bit of comedy to it. Akiba says this is gritty. Yes, and it appeals to me because there's a little bit of comedy to it. And also the lore and the fact that we get to play as a mouse this whole adventure. Alright, King's up there. Or the commander. He's dressed like a king. Probably thinks of himself as highly as one. As a matter of fact, Borderlands, Keeper mentions Borderlands. I was interested in playing that, but by the time I found out about the game's, interest had died down. My friends had stopped playing it, so I wasn't going to have anybody to play with. Alright, can I talk to the king like this? Scow? There's something different about you. Whatever it is, stop it. Here, sir. I have an ointment for your condition. Wonderful. Give it here. Oh, bless you, Scow. You're one of the good ones. Now, take this to the smithy. Once again, the commander prepares orders for the blacksmith. Perhaps there's more he can do for you. I should get on, sir, with your permission. Carry on, Scout. Okay. Commander's an idiot. Good to know. Thinking on it, they do employ a mouse here. Rezia is a mouse. After our last conversation with Silas, I'm no longer as certain that Rezia was Silas's that conversation kind of threw me off a little. But there was a lot of exposition. Maybe I just kind of misunderstood. You know, I really want to stream Time Splitters someday. Specifically, the third one, Future Perfect. That is such a fun game, and that's when they really had fun with the story. And plus, there's a whole bunch of bonus challenges. I had a blast. Alright, before I give this thing up, Commander's orders for the smithy. The orders are sealed with wax bearing the stamp of the garrison commander. Can I read it? Nope. Need something, mouse? Smithy, I have orders from you, or for you, from the commander. That's the second time I made that mistake when giving an order. Is that right? It is, I. The blacksmith takes the papers, breaks the seal, and reads. Alright, so I can either work on your armor or teach you about these spider traps. Your choice. I'm curious, what can you teach me about the spider traps? Well now, I can teach you how to spot a hidden trap so you don't fall into one yourself. Is that still going to be a thing? I know we haven't traveled all the way into the catacombs. Not right now. What more can you do to my armor? Let me think. I can make you a new chest plate. Take some weight out of the helmet. Should let you move a lot more freely. You might even be able to run without getting exhausted. Work's going to take me at least 8 hours though, and I'm going to need your armor again. Oh, it's a tough choice. I mean, the first time, real obvious, upgrade the armor. And even though I couldn't really run in the armor, the upgrade that I got so far was pretty nice. But the fact that there's still traps talked about with the spiders... I mean, when it comes to the traps that the, giant worms are in, those are easy to spot. I wonder if the spider traps will equally be easy to spot. But I'm wondering... Okay, the armor speed is not so bad now, but I'm wondering if I could upgrade it further, would I be able to actually run in it? Because if I could actually run in it... maybe, I wouldn't even bother with putting it on and taking it off. I just wear it all the time. I'll leave it for now then. Alright. I'm gonna learn about the spider traps this time. Please, I want to know how. The blacksmith talks you through his method of detecting hidden traps. We're all done then. Alright, was there something else? Thank you, no. I mean, it would be nice if I didn't have to put on and take off this armor all the time. But the speed ain't terrible now. More importantly, I like the ability to run around like this. Let's see. Keep is wondering how often I fall into traps. Well, so far I haven't actually seen spider traps. Instead, there were a pair of spiders that were just out and about in the catacombs. I have run into bear traps. I don't know if this will allow me to detect those. Speaking of which... I'm going to sleep a day here. At this point, I don't think it matters how many days have actually passed in the game. So let's sleep until the next morning. Because I want to head out and finish Duinlan's quest. And that'll be easier during daylight. And I want a lot of it. Whoop. That was close. And while I'm down here, I'm kind of curious if I could, like, find any grenades down here. This is the armory, and there are explosives held down here. No, I think all I can bring along is the brisance. Which, out of curiosity... No. So I'm not going to be able to take that up to the tower out here to blow up the wall. even if I hoist it up. I've already retrieved the item from that. There's definitely not a mouse body here. Oh, there's a gold nugget here. By the way, this is the song from the trailer for the game. Okay, there's that pillar. Let's look at the map. The map does mark pillars. How many of the pillars have I done so far? 5 out of 9. There's 4 more. How many can I spot on this map? There's the one in front of me. There's 2 at the top of the map. That leaves 1 unaccounted for. And no idea where they are. Sister to Theo. One day first beneath the archers, and I'm guessing Theo just below her. I'm going to assume that there's only 2 sisters in this group. Fell inside a Valiant's plane. Okay, let's go for that one next at the very least. You know what I wish? I wish I could mark on the map items of interest. Like, mark waypoints for myself. Oh, these 2 are right next to each other. Alright, now I know where they all are. So that's Theo. So Wendy is up there. Okay. I need to find my way to the one overlooking Valia's plain. And I haven't necessarily explored this entire area either. Save point down there. And I've been down here. Yes. So if there's anyone that looks over the plain, it has to be the one up here, because it's the only one overlooking anything. Oh, you know what? The war... This lake wasn't here until after the war. They basically dumped an ocean on top of the green flame. So this actually has to be it. The next one on the list. This was the cave I led to that eventually led to the harbor. You know, this place, feels a lot more cozy whenever it's whenever I can actually see it all. Like, it felt like some big area that I had to fully explore. No, I'm pretty much already done exploring it. Wind is up top. Windy? Windy. Past you up, you're right over here. I don't need these mushrooms anymore, but might as well grab them. So, you must be Wendy. What threw me off is I only see one name on here, Theo, and that makes me think Theo. Then we go to this one, and that leaves one more. Nothing remembered ever truly dies. My comrades will live on in memory. I'm grateful to you for this kindness. Pray, take this. May it provide you illumination without end. Yay! You find yourself holding a curious lantern burning with a bluish flame. When you look again, the ghost is gone. I have a blue flame! We learned about these earlier. These are like forever flames, and not the kind that you wear on your hat and poison yourself with. Dying light. The flame illuminates your surroundings with an eerie blue light, appearing to burn without any source of fuel. It is an eternal flame that burns cold. I said this before, but this game has some awesome rewards. So now I don't have to worry about, limited supply of candles or fuel anymore. That's awesome. Keep wondering if I can light stuff with it. I don't know. I'd have to find something to try it on. And yeah, I'm definitely glad that these are cold flames. Okay, now we can actually see the pirate ship. So the shore is another area I haven't been able to fully explore yet. Let's go on a break. And when we come back, hopefully it won't be suddenly too late. Nah, it's still morning. I can go on break here,